Let's go to the field of dreams. Oh, look who we have here. That little fish. He's just having a sunbake. Look at him go. What does he do? Not much but that. What does it do? What's its function, Ben? Not much. Well, look at this. The light's on. You're going to see a video called Torment, Torture and Targeting at Camping Marindia here, Uruguay. And one morning he came down to turn off my light. You can't see it. It's over there on the pole. A big light. Can't be bothered zooming in, holding my socks. But look at this one still on at midday. Just more proof. May as well get it in the video. We've already been awake. But they'll specifically come down to turn mine off. It's called gang stalking. Because there's more than one of them involved. Anyway, so let's go over to the field of dreams. Let's pick up that vibration again. Because that's what gang stalking is all about. They want to lower your vibration. Make you feel targeted. I don't care. Because spirit endures. And you'll just lift your vibration straight back up again. That's how you defeat it. As you can see, I prepared this spot earlier. Squashed all that with my ass already. Already ate some of these. Let's go over. Oh, here's a good patch. Shoes off. Eh? Oh, shoes off time. Gotta love it. So, I'm just going to eat these by the handful, like this. Fantastic, because look at the colour. Even in the stem there, you can see some colour. And remember, antioxidants are pigments. Look at this field of antioxidants. Oh. At first, they're a little bit lemony. They're sour. They're not really bitter at all, but they're fairly sour. It's like dock herb. There's some dock herb over there. And, you know, one way to identify dock herb is you just take a little nibble and it tastes a bit lemony, like a lemon. Well, these have pretty much the same taste, maybe slightly bit more, I'd say. It's a little bit more. That's a gang stalking car. Look how they've stopped too. Amazing. Well, they're just going to watch me. Let's see how long before they go. Because the planes just came past, so I know. Should we walk over there? Look. That was them for sure gang stalking me. Look, there's no cars. There was no reason for them to stop there. They just came from that road, which goes up there. And then there's a road here, along here. That's a road just there. That's a road, and they just came from up there and just stopped for how long was that? Like 15 seconds or something? That's someone else. Yeah, that was, damn, we should have walked over, hey. See the person in the car. See how long they just stopped for? That's so funny. And I know it is one because I've seen that car before anyway. I already know. But that's interesting that they stopped like that and there was no cars coming, nothing. They were literally just looking at me. Because the little light plane just came over. They must think that I plant cannabis because I, you know, am an enthusiast, to say the least. So anyway, it's so funny how much energy they waste on it. I don't plant cannabis because I couldn't anyway, because they watch me so much anyway. But, you know, obviously because I do this food plant teaching series, I talk about cannabis and look at the channel name, Philosopher's Stone Tube. They're just so sure, they're so certain, you know what I mean? And it's funny, like the amount of planes, soon I'm going to make a video, how much does it cost for a helicopter to, you know, be loaded up, pay the people on board, what is there, 5 people, 3 people, 2 people, etc., then fly for 100 kilometers from airport to airport just to have a look at some people possibly planting cannabis out there. I want to see how much money they're actually wasting and how much one helicopter flight actually costs. We're going to do that video soon. Oh, look, beautiful little natural bee, I think. Is that a natural bee? And the butterflies. God, I love this little field of dreams out here. You can dream out here. It's allowed. Look at him just diving in. So yeah, they taste a bit lemony. I love this part of it too, even because it's like microgreens. You know how there was that revolution of microgreening, putting them in your fridge in trays so you eat microgreens because it's got the most pure water and the best minerals and most pure minerals in it. Keeps you younger, really. That Annette Larkin's lady, you know, the lady who's like, what is she, like 70 years old and she looks like 40? That African American woman. She eats a lot of microgreens and then a gallon of water and then fruits and vegetables. That's pretty much all she eats. And then you see her husband, he looks like a dilapidated 80-year-old sitting in a chair. And he's like a meat eater and, you know, meat and potato and so on. Sad, standard American diet. And the difference is just astounding, right? She just looks so vibrant. And he just looks like he's just about dead. So that's why I'm out here, because I don't want to just be looking like I'm dead, like a walking corpse. I don't want to feel that way either, you know. So, yeah, very lemony. It's not too bad though. It's just a real quick, like a release of the lemon, and then it goes. So it's only about 5 seconds or so of lemon taste anyway. Not bad. At least it's like a bit of flavour with the water as well. So yeah, I just be picking them and eating them. So another reason I'm eating these, and like the main reason for me, is because the pigments. And you know, you might get a little bit of protein from the pollen in there. The yellow in the middle there is pollen. I mean, it's tiny, tiny, tiny. But you know, if you eat a few hundred, you might actually get a tiny little protein hit as well. And I mean, it's pure protein. It's like bee pollen. Have you eaten bee pollen? I have a video where I made a cacao coffee with bee pollen. So instead of honey and, you know, actual coffee, I make it out of cacao, right, raw chocolate, and then add bee pollen. Check out the consciousazine playlist. When I was back in Australia, I used to do a lot of health videos. So I eat these for the eyes, though. You know, you might get a little bit of protein, that the sours molecules and all that, but the main reason I'm doing it is because the flowers, any flower that is edible, because they're always coloured, right? Actually, I don't know if a white flower also has things good for your eyes. That's what I was about to go into. Like all these edible flowers, and there's quite a lot of edible flowers out there. They're all, you know, most of them, I was going to say they're all coloured and hence pigment and good for your eyes. But it's because the things specific in there, like the zeaxanthins, the xanthones and all those type of pigments and molecules, they're good for the eyes. The zeaxanthin and then those type of molecules, they're actually really good for the eyes. And you know, there will be some lutein in here as well. Lutein is what burns off under artificial light in your eyes. And eventually, if you don't have enough lutein, you will get macular degeneration, etc. You know, you start to go blind. So the main reason I'm eating these actually is because I've been eating a lot of potatoes and I need some alkaline here, and it's a beautiful day. And I thought, well, may as well sit down with this abundance, right? That's why I don't think we're in hell. Because you can literally eat the grass, and it's everywhere. The universe is abundant. It's that they are trying to make a hell system. So we're not in hell, they're trying to make it hell. Because the demons are coming through the organic portals. They come from hellish realms. It's just the way it is. And they're trying to make that here. Anyway, so the main reason I'm actually sitting here is not just because it's a nice day and all that, but because of the eye pigment. I've been feeling it lately. I need to get something going for my eyes. And then I saw this field and went, oh yeah, the flowers have all these xanthones and so on, and they're all really good for your eye. It'll also have some lutein in it. Lutein is that yellow pigment. When you see leaves go from the chlorophyll green, they go to yellow, right, after they are green as they die off. Like there's an example. And then they start to go brown. So the yellow in all plant leaves is lutein, and that's what burns off under artificial lighting. And actually, I don't use lights at night since, I don't know, like 2012-ish. Remember the cabin in 2014 that I was staying in? You can see that cabin in a few of my videos. That was when I really stopped using lights, because I started really noticing the effect. And I would walk around in the dark a lot more, maybe have a little light on, but not the main lights of the house, like blaring. You know what I mean? That's what I can't stand. That someone commented under one of my organic portal videos that they think organic portals love artificial light, and yeah, that sounds correct to me. And also you would be able to relate it then to Lucifer light as well. Anyway, so I'm out here mainly to fix my eyes. Not only when you're sitting here, your eyes like tune in to all the little color, and it actually is like tatraka. Do you know what tatraka is? Tatraka, tatraka. It's a Ayurvedic, so Indian continent or country or nation from India, an Indian or Ayurvedic medicinal meditative, I guess, method. It's where you stare at something and you don't blink your eyes and your eyes water, and that actually ricochets like reflexologically through your whole body, and it can heal so many things just from watering your eyes. I always do it. It's a really amazing practice. Really clears out the lymph system. And if you do that while you're doing this, you're getting these plant substances which clean you through you at the same time while you're doing the Tritaka. And so you get the plant substances onto your mucosal membrane to clean as your mucosal membrane moves around and out of your body. So it's okay to spit. You know what I mean? Better out than in. And you're also grounding. Ball of the big toe on the ground. And I'm also sitting with my backbone on the ground as well right now. And you can put your hands on the ground for the full circuit, because then you get a real full circuit meridian clearing. And I can already feel my eyes clearing up, just after what we've been here for like 10 minutes. So if you did this, if you are, experiencing eye problems, go and do this. Try this for 2 weeks. If nothing happens, then okay, maybe nothing's going to happen for you, but I'll guarantee you something will happen, because you're grounding, you're clearing, you're doing tatraka, and you're eating the correct molecules for the eyes. So I don't know how it can't work. It's not hard, it's not rocket science, just sit here and eat the flowers. That's it. You don't even have to know everything I just told you, just do it, you know. Anyway, beautiful out here. I love this time of year here in the camping because no one's here. So I can actually just sit here and relax without being stared at like I'm crazy when I'm actually highly intelligent for doing this, as we've just spoken about. Those people that stare at you, by the way, when you do stuff like this, they're soulless, spiritless humans called organic portals, and you should check out my playlist on that. They're synthetic humans, they're placeholders for the robots. That's why they act like robots.